There we go. Hello everyone! Technical difficulties, I'm so sorry. Okay. Hello, welcome. Let's see. Hi everyone, I'm Bizzy. I'm working with the Sable Library. As you can tell, I'm on the page. We're gonna be painting this beautiful pumpkin today. You're gonna paint along with me. I hope everyone has their canvases and their paints and everything ready. You're gonna need your primaries, so red, blue, yellow, and then black and white, and then orange and purple if you have it. Not necessary, you can just mix them if you want. Yeah, we're gonna wait a couple more minutes because it got a late start, and then we're gonna see if we get a couple more people, and then we can start up. Okay, so just start prepping wherever you are. If you're at like the kitchen table or something, get your fresh white 11 by 14 canvas ready, and you're gonna want to set up your palette. You can just get like a paper plate or anything you have, just pour your paints on it. You're gonna get your red, your blue, yellow, black, white, orange, purple, like I said before. And if you have it, if you have a pencil or just anything to sketch with, like colored pencil, crayon, pen, any of that, sounds good. So yeah, get your Halloween music on, get ready, and let's start up. Okay, so I am gonna pour myself. I'm gonna start off with some white on my kind of dirty palette, but that's okay. Alright, just a little bit. You don't need too much. You can always put more as you go. I already have a little bit of black, but you're gonna need more of that because you're gonna use black to fill up the whole back of your canvas. I'm gonna put a little bit of blue, just like that. And some red, all the basics. And a little bit more yellow. Just like that. And finally, a little more orange for your pumpkin. Alright, and you're gonna get a cup, fill it with some water so you can rinse off your brushes. Doesn't really matter what you have. It'd be good if you have a wider brush to paint the background, just to be able to fill it in. Wider, like either those two or anything you have, really. You just fill it in. How's everyone doing? Leave me a comment. Alright. So we have the palette. Get your paper towels. And maybe a rag if you have it. I prefer a rag. I think a rag is better. Alright, you're gonna set it up right in front of you. And we're gonna start. Let's get a good look at that bad boy. This is what you're gonna have at the end of the night. It's pretty cool. Spooky. And now you have your flat white one. I'm gonna leave this right next to it though. if I'm ever going too fast or too slow, just let me know. I can slow down. I can answer any specific questions anyone has. Yeah, just let me know. Feel free to be creative. You don't even have to do it just like this. It can look completely different. Doesn't matter. You're a canvas. You can do whatever you like with it. I'm just here to help guide you. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sketch out roughly where our pumpkin and our moon is going to be. So if you have like an empty cup, like say this, that can fill up maybe about the size of the moon, be like the size of a small 7-Eleven cup. You can go ahead and you can trace it if you'd like. Or if you want, you can also just do like a crescent moon. I think that would be cool too. Just like that. All right, see that? There it is. All right, so we have a little crescent moon. And now we're gonna go in with the pumpkin. The pumpkin takes up like most of the canvas. So let's say we start the stem like right up here. See that? And you just make a rough little triangle basically. I'm gonna bring it in closer because it's hard for you guys to see. Yep. And then you just kind of make like almost like a heart shape out of it, like the shape of a pumpkin. You see what I mean? Just like that. Again, whatever shape you want to do, whatever kind of pumpkin you want, you can make it a gourd, you can make it a squash, whatever you want. Do your thing. Alright, so I'm just gonna reshape my pumpkin a little bit, make it how I want. Go back into it. I'm gonna add in my little lines now. Just rough sketches all around it, just like that. Just to make it look like a circle more like a pumpkin. Alright. Alright, how's everyone's looking? Can you see mine well? I can't see who's in this right now. Okay. Alright. Does everyone have their sketches in? I hope so. Alright, can you see mine? Just add in a couple more of those lines, make it look more pumpkin-y, more spooky, more fun. Alright, now we're going to start in the first step of actual painting. You're going to have your palette, you're going to have your colors, and we're going to start. I was just told to look at the comments. Hold on. I don't see any comments coming up on here. Are you guys talking to me? I'm sorry. I totally missed it. I thought everyone was quiet. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm new to Facebook Live. I don't know if you can tell. Alright, here we are. Can everyone see that? How your pumpkin's supposed to look? So you got your moon, your full moon. Ooh, werewolves. And you got your pumpkin right in the corner. There we go. And that's the finished one again, just so you can see what it's gonna look like. finish up your sketching. I'm still trying to find your comments. They're not coming up. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna write a comment and see if you can see it. Okay, someone comment back to me. I think it's gonna show up this time. Okay, I can see your comments now. Oh, good. Okay. I thought everyone was so quiet. This is so much better. Okay. So, now, okay, what does everyone think of my pumpkin now that you can tell me? I hope your pumpkins, your gourds are looking great. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to the actual painting part. I'm gonna move this a little closer since I'm sitting. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'm not very good at technology. I don't know if anyone can tell. So, we're gonna start off with our black. Oh no. So we're gonna take our flat brush, the biggest brush you have, whatever you got is gonna work. You're gonna dip it right into the black, and you're gonna start painting all around the outline of the sketches you just made. So you're gonna paint all around the moon, that like perfect little circle or crescent, whatever you have, and you're gonna paint around the pumpkin and just go over everything. All right, so let's start painting. You can start from anywhere really, just go right in, start filling it up. You can use a little bit of water if you'd like, just to loosen it up, but acrylics don't need too much water. You can stick with just right out of the tube, right out of the can, and you're just gonna fill it all up until you can't see the white of the canvas anymore. And while I'm doing this, I should mention that if you can't come to this live, which obviously anyone listening to this right now is doing this live, this is going to be uploaded to YouTube as soon as it's done on the Save a Library YouTube. So if you weren't able to catch it now, you can catch it whenever you want. If you want to paint it again in a couple weeks, if you want to paint it next year, just go on the YouTube. So we're just filling all of it up. And you can be messy with this too, it doesn't really matter. It's just the black background. We're gonna fill it up later with stars and leaves and all that fun stuff. Some moonlight. Is everyone doing all right? You drop me a comment. If you want to throw a little bit of your blue in there, give it a fun little blue night sky. Or maybe a little bit of your purple, which I didn't put on my palette yet, but I'm sure some of you already did because you're ahead of me. And that's okay. Alright, so you can see I just started outlining the pumpkin. I'm gonna go in and put like a sharp line around the moon because I like my moon to look perfect and full. So now I'm outlining the curves of the pumpkin, the curves of the stem, all just in that black. I do majoring in art, Angela McDermott. Thank you for asking. I go to SUNY New Paltz. I major in painting and drawing. What's everyone gonna be for Halloween? I might be a donut. Still thinking about it though. Alright, we're almost done with the black all around the pumpkin. If you're done painting around your pumpkin, which I'm sure some people are, you can go grab some like hot cocoa or something. I think that sounds nice. I wish I had some. Just about there. Is this everyone's first Facebook Live painting event? Because it's my first. I've done in-person ones, and those are fun. But this one's cool, too. I wish I could, like, see everyone's work, though, and interact. So send pictures when you're done. Send them to the Sable Library so I can look at them. I really want to see. Hi, Taylor. Hi, everyone. Alright, so this is what mine looks like so far. You see it? Ooh, spooky. Filled all up with black. Feeling good. I like it. Just a little bit more. Even it out. Alright, and at the end we're gonna cover up the sides of the canvas, which I didn't do on my practice one because, I don't know, I just didn't. It was too wet and I didn't want to fill it up. But at the very end we're gonna go in and we're gonna paint all that black too. So that it looks nice and it's hanging on your wall. Because it's gonna be on your wall all year, I guarantee. Alright, mine's all done. So now I'm gonna rinse my brush in my Dunkin' Donuts cup of water. This is my trusty cup. I've used this for like way too long. I don't know how it has stayed intact with the amount of water I've put in it over the past like year, but it's a good cup. You should get yourself a Dunkin' Donuts cup. Alright, so just rinsing it off, circle it around. And you can dab it off on your paper towel, your rag, whatever. Alright. Do I do any animal illustration? I do a little bit. Patricia, hi. Occasionally, yeah. I actually do like a lot for Christmas presents and that type of thing. I think that's really fun. Okay, next step. Next step, ooh, this one's kind of fun. Okay, so get you can use the same brush you were just using. Once you can like make sure it's all clean, totally clean, all rinsed off. And now we're gonna go into the white. What you're gonna do is you're gonna water down your white just a little bit. Let's see, where is it? You see it right there? So I wet my brush, I'm going into the white. I'm just mixing it up, so I'm making like a little wet puddle of the paint. And what I'm gonna do, this part's a little messy, so like if you don't want to get little white splatters anywhere, be a little careful. But all you have to do is kind of just flick the brush with your finger, and then it'll go on. And now we're making the stars. You see? Pretty. You're writing a children's book? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. What's it about? I would love to illustrate your animals for you if you want me to. Alright, I'm gonna get a little more stars because I think they're pretty. So again, here, I'll show you up close. I'll just get paint everywhere, it's fine. You just go like that. Oh, you can see it flying off. Alright, I'm gonna put a little more on. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And the closer you hold your brush when you flick it to the canvas, the more cluster of little stars it looks like you have. So you know that constellation, like the Seven Sisters? That's what it's gonna look like. If that's what you want, if that's what you're into. Alright, this is what mine looks like right now. Maybe I put a lot. It's a starry night. It's a clear, beautiful, starry October night. Full moon. Okay. What's next? Oh, I got a little bit on my pumpkin. I'm gonna wipe it off. What's next is the pumpkin. Okay. We're gonna start with the orange part of the pumpkin. So let me mix this up. Cleaned off my brush again. Isn't she beautiful? I think so. Now if you have an orange, you can go ahead and dip right into it, or if like you don't like the way it looks, or you want a lighter one, a darker one, you can always just add more orange or more yellow to it, maybe a little bit of white, not too much, because that's going to make it look more pastel, and that's not really what we want. Unless that is what you want, then go ahead, you can add a little white. But I'm going to mix up, I have my own orange. Let's see, can you see it? Right there. That one's a little dark for me though, so I'm going to mix in some yellow. I took a lot of yellow. Alright, I'm just going to mix it in right there. And I'll show you the finished product. And our pumpkins are going to have a lot of dimension. They're going to have a bunch of different versions of orange in them so that they come out looking more dimensional. You know what I mean? Has more yellow, has more dark. A bunch of different versions of orange is always the best. So that's what my orange looks like right now. You see it right there? Yes, you can. Alright. So when you're going into the pumpkin, I'm just going to start by going into the specific spots that I marked. Like these ones. Like the crevices of the pumpkin. I'm going to darken them so everyone can see. I'm going to go over it anyway. Alright, so you see those? I'm going to start by just doing like up and down sweeping motions in each of those. So I'm going to start with this one right in the middle. Just up and down. See, this orange is really light, but it's nice because then I can go in with the darker colors and it's going to add like a lot more dimension. So I'm just throwing the paint on in those little sections that I made of my pumpkin. Mine's a little stuck on the easel, so I'm going to lift it up. How's everyone's painting situation? Does anyone have easels? Is everyone just working at the kitchen table like I usually would be? Drop me a comment. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. If I'm going too fast, too slow, tell me to pick up the pace. I will. I'll do it. Alright, so that's what my first little section of the pumpkin looks like, with some light orange on it. And you can see my marks, kind of. You know what I mean? Because I like that best. You can see it on that one too. I like being able to see texture and mark making. That's a big word in the art world. So I'm gonna go right back into the orange that I took right out of my tube. I'm gonna take a little bit of that, and I'm gonna go over and make like just random little marks around my pumpkin. I'm gonna put the darker more towards the ends of the sections, so that like the dark orange is where my lines are of the pumpkin sections. Does that make sense? Do you see what I mean? Because this is where the pumpkin like gets a crevice in it, so it's gonna be darker, and this is what's gonna add that like that look of like the in and out pumpkin. I'm gonna go with just a tad little bit of red. Basically none, but like a little tiny bit. I'm gonna go in, just make it a little darker, you know, just like that. Sweep around a little bit. Add some fun. Alright. I'm gonna go back with my dark orange again. And I'm just gonna go over to this little crevice, fill that out. A little more dark. A little more red. I'm gonna go over to this one, fill that out. Does everyone see like where I'm going with this? Where like this section is gonna be a lighter orange, and then the little crevice part is gonna be darker, and like this part's gonna be light, and this part's gonna be dark. Because dimension. How's everyone doing? Let me know. Alright, I go with some more light orange right over here. I'm gonna put just a little bit of yellow right onto the canvas. You see that? I'm gonna turn this around. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. I'm out in my dad's shop right now, as you can see. Okay. Some yellow. I can absolutely slow down. What part are you at right now, Kim? How do I turn this around? Are you onto your pumpkin yet? If you make a mistake over the lines, what do you mean? Like you put a color you didn't want or something? You can always wait for it to dry and go over it again. It shouldn't take too long to dry. It's just acrylic. It'll take like a few minutes, maybe 10, 20 minutes, depending how much you put. Or you can always work with the mistake. There's no mistakes, only happy accidents. Yeah. I'm adding more yellow over here. Whatever feels right for your pumpkin or your gourd, your squash, you just do it. You go right ahead. You don't have any lines? That's fine. Doesn't even need lines if you don't want. But if you do want, you can always just go right in. And you see how in this one, I mean like how it kind of starts out from the top and then just angles down to the bottom? Or it makes like a little curve, just like that. So you're basically just like making a circle with the lines, like a sphere. So when you're drawing the line, it's just going to be a little darker than the rest of it. Just like that. Maybe I can put that somewhere. Where can I put this one? No. Alright, I'll just keep holding it up periodically so everyone can see what the end result is going to be. Because I know some of us started earlier and some of us started later because I was having problems. Sorry about that again. Alright. I'm going to keep going with my pumpkin, just filling in, having fun with the orange. Put it over here. I'm gonna make this side darker, so I put a little more reddish orange on. Thank you, Connor. Oh my gosh. I bet yours looks wonderful too. Are you painting along with me? I'd love to see it when you're done. The stars. So for the stars, I took, here, I have another flat brush I can show you. So I took another flat brush like this one, but I'll show you with this one. And I mixed a little bit of just like a little bit of water, just dunked it in, just like that. And I mixed it with my white. I'll show you. Where is it? Yep, right there. So I mixed it with my white. So just a little bit of water with the white. So now your brush has the white on it. And then you take your finger and you hold the brush and you just flick it like that right onto the canvas. So I'll show you so you can see it on here. You see where the stars come from? Let's see. So you just hold it, just like that, towards the canvas, and you flick it. Just like that, and it makes a bunch of little stars. Just like that. Also, if you just wanted to go in and make little dots of stars yourself, you can totally do that too. If you wanted them to be like perfect little circles, you can just take the back end of your brush, like you have one, you just take the end of it and you dip it in the white, just like that. And if you want to go in and just boop, decide where they go, maybe you want to make a constellation, you can make the one of your horoscope. That'd be cute. I didn't think of that, but if anyone wants to do that, I think that's a fun idea. Just like that. However you want to do it. I like the flicking way though. I think that's fun. It's definitely a little bit messy though, but it's fun. Alright, I'm gonna put that one back. I'm gonna keep going with my pumpkin. How's everyone doing? How are your pumpkins looking? I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna add orangey yellow. Sorry, I'm reading through these comments again, just in case I missed. Okay, good. How does my pumpkin look, Connor? Maybe a fun fall squash would have been cool too. And I'm gonna finish up right over here. Alright, so We're just about done with filling up the pumpkin. A little bit more orange over here. A little more over here. Why not? Have fun. Alright, so it's all filled in. We see it? Is everyone all caught up? Again, this is going to be on YouTube afterwards, so if you need extra time or you want to see how I did something again, let me know in the comment, or absolutely just go back and watch the video. Up to you. Oh, Connor! Thanks, buddy. My #1 fan. Alright, so we're gonna move on, and we are gonna go ahead and do the stem. Woo, the stem. Alright, I'm gonna use a little circle brush for this, just because I want to. Again, if you don't have like a wide variety of brushes, which I imagine a lot of people don't, because, I don't know, probably just don't. You can use whatever brush you want, it's not a big deal. So we're gonna use a brown. So to make your brown, if you don't have a brown paint tube, all you need is your primary colors. So you're gonna take a little bit of your red, you're gonna put it over there. You can take a little bit of your blue, mix it with the red. You're gonna take a little bit of the yellow and mix that in as well. And you're just gonna mix them all together. Put a little more blue in it. See mine? I'm gonna put a little white in it. There we go. So we have a brownish color. You can put a little orange in it too. Make it more brown, more warm orangey brown. Can everyone see that? That color? Here we go. So you're just gonna mix that up if you don't have one yourself, which is totally fine. Also, if you don't want to do that, you can do green. You can do like a dark green, which would just be blue and yellow. Mix those together. Maybe put like a little tiny bit of red or a little tiny bit of black and make it a darker green. I'm gonna go with this brownish color because that's what I like. But I'll show you the green one too. Alright. If you want to go for like a more green stem, you're gonna take your blue. Take a big hunk of blue. Put it over there. You take a big hunk of yellow. I'm gonna mix that in. Ooh, pretty. Those paint mixing videos. See that? That's pretty. And I'm gonna take just a little touch of black. Can't get it. There we go. And I'm gonna mix that in there too, just to make it a little bit darker. Alright, everyone can see that green? So then you're gonna go right in and you're just gonna fill in your stem. Just like that. Whatever shape, size, stem you wanted, just go ahead and fill it in. How do I turn this around? There it is. Okay. There we go. So everyone see that? Alright, and you just fill it right in. Just like that. How's it going? If you wanted to make it a little bit darker, I'm going to go in. I'm going to take just a little bit of red, mix it with my green. And now I have an even darker green. See that? And I'm going to put the darker on this side. So again, we're just adding a little bit more to our pumpkin, a little more dimension, a little more fun. So now we have a dark green again. Go in, filling it up. Just like that. All right, everyone, there it is. We're getting there. right. How did everyone's paint mixing go? Was it good? Were you able to do it? That was a little tricky part I threw at you. But we're really learning today. Alright, everyone see that good? Everyone good? I'm about to rinse off my brush. So again, you could do a brown or a green. I did brown on this one. I went for green for today's because I thought that would be easier for everyone. Alright, and then I went with the green. Is everyone doing good? Because we're about to go into... What are we about to go into? I wrote it all down. Oh my gosh, we're about to go into the leaves. So if you want to feel your black background quick, see if it's dry. Mine's a little tacky, so it's a little bit wet in spots, but that's not a big deal. We'll let it dry a little bit more. So we're going to start with the moon instead. So what we're going to do, we're going to take, again, any brush you want. I always go for the flat brush. That's just what I like. We are going to mix our, dry it off a little bit. We're going to take our white and our yellow, and we're going to make a really, really pale yellow. Just like the moon. Just like a big full moon on Halloween. I think there is a full moon on Halloween this year. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I have a little bit of white. I'm going to take just a dab of yellow. Gonna mix it in with my white. So now I have a moon yellow. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fill up the entire circle of the moon with that color, okay? So all you're gonna do is just fill in that original circle that you sketched out. Just like that. I know it's hard to see on this one because it's such a pale color, so I'm just going to show you here. You can see the difference in the colors. I'm going to go in, finish up. I got to mix a little more because I didn't make enough. Is everyone all caught up? Is everyone good? And this doesn't even need to be perfect because as I showed you in the finish painting, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to make little shimmers of moonlight coming off of the moon. So none of it needs to be perfect or wonderful or anything. As you can see on mine, it's a little messy, no biggie. All right, I'm gonna turn this around. As you can see on this moon, I went in and I made like little like texturized spots. Can you see? I put a brush in my mouth. Hold on. All right. So you can see like the little moon textures I made, just like that. So we're gonna take that same color you just had, that pale yellow, and we're gonna add a little bit, just a little tiny bit of the orange you mixed before. Just like that, and we're gonna mix it in. So now you have a really, really pale orange. And then once you have that, all you're gonna do is just dab on the moon. Just take your brush and just like that. Maybe a little bit more orange, just so you can see it better. Yeah, just like that. There we go. That's my moon. I hope yours looks great too. I'm gonna rinse off my brush again, make sure it's all clean, because now we're gonna start the leaves. So, take your brush again. We are gonna go in. You're gonna take white now. Just pure good old white. Mix it up, put it on your brush. Just like that. And you're gonna outline some leaves. So any shape of leaf that you want. This one's pretty freestyle. This one's unique. Whatever you wanna do. You can use mine as a reference. See how I just made really basic like leaf shapes. Just your casual fall leaf you'd find on the ground. Maybe you wanna go outside and find one. And then paint that a bunch of times. That'd be fun. So I'm gonna go right into the black because mine's all dry. And I'm just gonna make a leaf shape. So it's kind of just like a almondy shape. I'm gonna go in with the white and I'm just gonna fill it out. Just like that. Again, this is just like freestyling. You're making some leaves flowing in the wind on a spooky night. I'm gonna make another one up here. Just like that. They're just flying around. I'm gonna make one that looks like that now, like a pine leaf. So you just kind of make like little lines flowing down. You see what I mean? See that one? Again, leaf shapes are just like, they're totally up to you. No biggie. Whatever you want to do. I think I'm going to add one or two more. Let's put one right here. Another little pine shapey one. And then, let's see. And one right up here. One more. I can't help myself. Oh, I just love leaves. There we go. Is everyone good? You see what I have? They're just white outlines of leaves. Now I'm going to take my brush and I am going to... Actually, no, I'm not going to rinse it off yet. I'm going to go over my leaves and I made the paint a little bit thick. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to scrape a little bit off. Just so it dries a little quicker, because what we're going to do is we're going to go over the white with a color so that it pops more. Because if you were to paint right on the black, it wouldn't come out really at all. You wouldn't be able to see any of it. Yeah. So if you made your paint a little thick, that's fine. You can take a little bit off with your brush, or you can leave it, and then when you go in with your color, it'll be like a pastel, which is pretty for leaves. Alright, now that we have that, we're gonna go and we're gonna fill in this part of the moon. The moonlight. How's everyone doing? Drop me a comment. The moonlight is fun, I think. It's really just like making circles around the moon. So let's see. We're gonna do, again, we're gonna take the white. Take some white over here and some yellow. We're gonna mix it up. And you're gonna very lightly just go around the circle of the moon with your brush. Very lightly, because you don't want it to be a dense color, like all over here. You want to be able to see through it. You know how you can see the black here? You want to be able to see that. So I'm going to show you here. Let me turn the camera around. Oh, Reed, you like it? I'm glad. How do I turn this around? Again, I do that every time. Okay, so here you can watch me. I have my pale yellow again in this brush, and I'm just gonna very lightly, I'm gonna hold it at the end, just like that, and I'm just gonna lightly bring it around the moon. Very, very lightly. So it gives it a cool shimmering effect, like it's the moon. Just like that. And you can make little like dashes with it. You don't have to go all the way around. You can go far out. You can stay close to the moon. Yeah. You really don't need a lot of paint at all for this part. Again, this is like a fun part, like adding stars for me, like on the technique. So you just go around, have fun with it. See that shimmering moon? Just like this one. This one I added a little more like darker yellow to it. You can also do that. You can make it darker if you want, like going around the sides. You don't have to be super light with it, but I think that's what looks best. So that's what I showed everyone. All right. So we have that all done. Looks like my leaves are still drying a little bit, but that's fine. I'm gonna go into them with some color. Because like I said before, the whole point of painting the leaves white first was just so that when we go over it with the color, you're actually able to see it, compared to if you went over it with color on the black, you wouldn't be able to see it at all, really. It's gonna look so much better. It's gonna pop so much more, like these ones. And yeah. I'm rinsing off my brush again. And this is gonna be the last step, is just filling in these leaves. So this one, you choose any color you want. You just go ahead. I'm gonna start with a purple. I don't know if anyone has like a tube of purple. If you don't, you can mix together your red and blue. Let's see, you see it? So I'm gonna take a little bit of red, put it right over there, a little bit of blue. And I'm gonna mix them up. Ooh, that's pretty. Good purple. Everyone see that? And yeah, you just mix a little bit of red, a little bit of blue, and now you have your purple. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fill in my first leaf. So I'm gonna fill in this one right here. I'll bring you guys closer again. So you're just gonna go right over it. Now I have like a purpley leaf. Does anyone have any trees with purple leaves? I do, in my front yard. It's my favorite tree, actually. In case anyone was wondering. Going with some darker. Just have it pop a little bit. Go over the stem. And now if I want to add those like cool little, what are they called? The veins in the leaves. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of a darker color. So I added, a little bit more blue to that purple color I made. And now I have a dark purple. Ooh. And I'm going to go in and just make a little whoop. Look at that. Beautiful. And just have fun with it. You see? I'm going to go in with a little bit darker again, a little bit more blue, a little bit more red. Just like that. And I'm going to make another leaf purple too because I really like this color. I think it's fun. So we're going to do this one up here. Again, any color you want. This can be red, green, yellow, blue, purple, orange, indigo. Did I hit all the rainbow colors? I think I did. All right, I'm gonna fill in that part. Pretty. Once again, I know I said this before, but if you had to leave early or something, or you didn't have time to finish your painting, this is all going to be on YouTube afterwards. So don't worry about it. I'll be there for you. Does anyone have any questions? All right, I'm going to turn this around again. So everyone gets the gist. You can see it. The finished piece, the finished leaves. We're almost there. We're so close. All right, where we at? Now I'm going to go in with a yellow. I think yellow would be pretty. Yeah. I'm just gonna go in, pick my yellow. Here we go, just like that. And I'm gonna choose a leaf, and I choose this one. And we're just gonna go right over it. Right over the outline I made in white. See how much more it pops? I'll show you a close-up in a second. I'm gonna fill it out first. Oh, look at that pop. I love it. How's everyone's going? Are you gonna hang them up in your houses? I hope so. I'm gonna. If you wanna like add some polka dots to your leaves, if you wanna add some stripes, if you wanna like mix your color, like make your leaves fun, make them unique. Why not? Wow, look at my... Isn't that pretty? Wow. Sorry, I had to stop to show everyone. Okay, I'll go back now. Alright. Now I'm gonna make a green leaf. Your good old average green leaf. So if you don't have your green mix from before, remember it's just yellow and blue. So I'm gonna take some yellow, take some blue, mix it up. And now I have a pretty, it's like a spring green, but that's fine. That's pretty too. I'm gonna fill it in. I'm gonna do this one now. Ooh. Add some, a little bit of yellow over here, why not? While we're at it. Alright, what color should I do next? Does anyone want to choose for me? I might do... What do I have on here? On here I have like a pink, a purple, green, yellow, and orange. So I have 2 leaves left. I think I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do red. Red sounds good. Right into my red. Actually, it's probably gonna come out pink because this is still a little wet. But that's fine, because pink's my favorite color because it's the best color. Pink! Ange votes pink! Good vote, Ange, because I'm doing pink. Does anyone have any fun Halloween music on? I tried to put some on for you guys, but it wasn't working. We could have been doing the Monster Mash. I'm putting in a lighter pink because light pink is so superior to any other pink. That's just a fact. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. That looks nice. Okay. I'm gonna rinse off my brush again. I have one more leaf left. Woo, we're almost done. Let's see. I'm gonna do red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I'm gonna do blue. A light blue. That sounds nice. There's not many light blue leaves though. Not any that I can think of. Are there light blue leaves? Drop a comment. I like holding it over here. I feel like it's better. Isn't that pretty? Maybe this will just be like a flower petal. Yeah. If anyone wants to add any little bats, that would be fun. Or, trying to think, what else is like a fun spooky thing to put in here? Oops. I'm adding another little vein in here, so I'm just using my regular blue. Spin it in. Just like that. Why not? Oops, sorry. You can make your leaves fun and detailed. Like this. Cobwebs, that's such a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna put in cobwebs and bats because we got comments going on. Woo! Okay, so let's see how to do a cobweb. Let's think. We can put one. I'll put one coming off of the pumpkin right up here. So I'll show you guys. And then I'll do bats for Kim. Alright, I'm gonna take my circle brush. And let's see. Let's go in with the white. I got my white right here. Just like that, a little bit. And we're gonna do, oh man, what's the cobweb look like? Really on spot right now. I'm gonna have it go from the middle of the pumpkin. I'm just gonna make a line up like that. And then I'm gonna have some connecting lines going towards a center point, which is gonna be right here, right in the corner. So I'm gonna have it going down, just like that. I hope this is what cobwebs look like. But it doesn't matter because this is art, and it's my own. And we're gonna add little loopies. You know, like a spider web? This is a spider web. I take it back. Alright, and some more little loopies. So all I did for that was I made the line. I flip it around again. I made the line going from the center up. Made some other straight lines going right to a focal point right here, right in the other corner. So you can make like a triangle. And then some little loopies. That kind of looks like cobwebs, right? I'm gonna put some more. If you want to put a little spider in it, go right ahead. Go crazy. You're painting. Oh, that looks really cute. Good suggestion, Ange. I'm gonna make it a little more, a little wider. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to make a bat now. A bat would just kind of be like, here, I'll put it over the moon so you can see it. So we're gonna do it in black. I need to put more black on, because mine dried out, because that's what acrylic paints do. If anyone has any more questions about like the original painting, because now we're just adding fun little details, why not? But if anyone has questions about like anything else with the pumpkin or the moon or the leaves or anything. Another one in the corner. All right, I'm gonna do the bats first, Ange. Hold up. Okay, so we're gonna do bats over the moon. All right, so I'm about to do it. I'm thinking if we just do, what does a bat look like now? There we go. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna make like a little, kind of like a little M shape. And then another one right on top of it. That kind of looks like a bat. And I'm gonna make it a little darker. Make it a little thicker. So it's just two small M shapes coming together. Just like that. Spooky. Does that make sense? And I'm gonna add another one, because bats have friends, I guess. Yeah. There we go. Spooky. Alright, I'm gonna turn this back around. Put you guys over here. Wow, we're really going crazy with this one. Does anyone have any other questions about like the whole thing? Because if you do, let me know. If not, like I said, this is gonna be on YouTube. Yeah, this is looking like it's just about done. So again, I'll give another minute if anyone has any extra little questions, anything you want to say. Hope everyone had fun. I hope you have a beautiful painting now. Yeah, I had fun. This was a great hangout. Yeah. Send your pictures to the library Facebook page, because I want to see what everyone is doing. And, yeah, my name is Bizzy. You can follow me on Instagram. It's The Art of Bizzy. You can see my work. We can interact. We can chit chat. You can ask me. You can send me your painting. Yeah. So, any other questions? Let me know. We're gonna be finishing up in just a minute. But yeah, this is the finished product. This was the original one. Let me get rid of this light. It's the original one. And this is tonight's with a little extra pizzazz. Courtesy of our comment section. Can you show the bats close? Of course I can. Can you see the bats, Kim? How I did just kind of like little M shapes? Like you're writing a lowercase m 2 times. Or like a 3 backwards. And keep holding that. Again, it's gonna be on YouTube if anyone wants to check it out later. I know everyone probably gets excited and wants to finish their painting quickly, but if you ever want to add anything, like, go right ahead. Oh, and also the sides. You can absolutely paint the sides. Yeah, I remembered this time. You can absolutely paint the sides of your canvas. All you do for this one is just paint them all black, because then it looks more presentable when you're hanging it, like, on a wall or, like, in your room or something. So, yeah, take a little more black. And all you have to do is just paint the sides. Just like that. This is a really easy part. Meditative. Not as much fun as like making stars or moonlight or anything, but yeah, just like that. And you can finish up your painting completely. So again, send them in. I want to see them. I hope everyone had a great time. Again, my name is Bizzy, the Art of Bizzy on Instagram. Yeah, thanks Sable Library for having me. This was so great. And yeah, any other extra little questions before I end the night? I hope everyone had a great start to their weekend Friday night. This was very exciting. I hope to do it again. Yeah. It looks like everyone's all set, so I'm gonna call it a night. I'll do one last final show of the painting. Go. I think it came out so cute. I really hope to see everyone's later. Okay. Bye, everybody. I can't turn it around again. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Bye.